So in the previous class we had studied about synthetic fibers and types of synthetic fibers. Under that category we had discussed about nylon and rayon. So now we will study about another synthetic fiber, polyester. So polyester is another synthetic fiber made from petrochemicals. Its properties are very similar to those of nylon. So polyester fibers are very strong, elastic and long lasting. For fabrics made of polyester yarns are wrinkle resistant and dry up quickly on washing. All these properties of polyester are very popular, and because of this reason it is used for making clothes. So polyester is also inflammable, means it also catch fire. For example, you can take Dacron and Terylene. These are the common commercial names of the polyester, and it is also inflammable and its properties are very similar to those of nylon. So polyester is a synthetic fiber made from petrochemicals. It is also, its properties are very similar to those of nylon. These are very strong, elastic and long lasting. These properties of the polyester, it is very strong, elastic and long lasting. It is wrinkle resistant and dry up quickly on washing. So all these properties make polyester very popular for making clothes, and it is inflammable. Polyester is inflammable. Example, you can take Dacron and Terylene, commercial names of the polyester. So polyester has various uses. Polyester is used in textile, in making clothes like trousers, shirt and other dress materials. So polyester mixed with wool, and that is called polywool or terrywool. So similarly, polyester also mixed with cotton, and it is called polycot or terrycot. These are the blended fibers, means the desired properties of both the fibers are present in them. Similarly, polywool, which is also contain the properties of both polyester and wool, that is called polywool. It is used to make winter wear, and polycot is used to make summer wear. So polyester is blended with wool and we are getting polywool or terrywool. Polyester is blended with cotton, we are getting polycot or terrycot. So these are the blended fibers. This polywool or polycot, these are the blended fibers which have the desired properties of both the fibers present in them. Like polywool, it has both the properties of polyester and wool. Polycot, it has both the properties of polyester and cotton. So when polyester and wool is blended, it is called polywool or terrywool. When polyester and cotton is blended, it is called polycot or terrycot. So here polywool, it is used as the polywool, it is used as winter wear, and polycot, it is used as a summer wear. So it is wool. So here polywool used as winter wear, and it is cotton. Here polycot is used as summer wear. So polyester is used also for making sails of sailboat. It is also used to make conveyor belts. It is also used to make, it has various uses. It is used to make sails of sailboat, conveyor belts. Special type of polyester is used to make bottles, jars and films. These are called PET. PET is also a polyester type of polyester which is used to make bottles, jars and all. It is a transparent and lightweight plastic. So PET is a transparent and lightweight plastic. So here it is used to make bottles and jars. You can see the jars in which our mother stores spices or cereals in the kitchen. They are made up of polyester. They are made up of polyester, that is called PET. And even if you have noticed, when a jar or some pickle bottles are coming from the market, if you have noticed that PET printed at the bottom of these jars and bottles, that means it is made, these bottles are made up of a special type of polyester, that is called PET, which is a transparent and lightweight plastic. So PET is also special type of polyester which is transparent and lightweight plastic used to make bottles, jars and films. So all these fibers and plastic are polymers. So all these fibers and all plastics, they are polymers. So different polymers made from different monomers. Monomers means small units. When the monomers combine with each other, or the small units or small compounds combine with each other, they form polymer. So example, nylon polymer, it combines with, because of the amide bond. Polyester contains a repetition of ester bond. Polyester, when you are saying polyester, you can see it contains a repetition of ester bond, and nylon contains a repetition of amide bond. So this amide, ester, all these are the bonds. These are the bonds, these are the special arrangement of atoms. Now you had not studied about what is ester or amide. So these things you will study in the higher classes. So now only thing you just know that the polyester contains a repetition of ester in it, and nylon contains a repetition of amide in it. So these are the small compounds called monomers. So when the monomers combine with each other, they give polymer. So the ester, these are the monomers. When ester reacts with each other or combine with each other, they give a long compound that is called polymer. So similarly, when amide bonds, they are small, they combine with each other, they form a large compound that is called another polymer, that is called nylon polymer. So amide and ester bonds that can be formed by more than one type of compounds. So because of this, we get different varieties of nylon and polyesters, and according to their structure and properties, we have different uses of different polyesters or nylons. So our next synthetic fiber is acrylic. Next synthetic fiber is acrylic. So acrylic is a synthetic fiber that looks like wool. It is a strong, warm and lasts longer than natural wool. It doesn't shrink on washing, and it is also resistant to moth and doesn't get eaten away. So because of these properties, it is used as substitute to wool. It is used to make sweaters, shawls, blanket. It is also used in making carpets and sports wear. So acrylic is also a synthetic fiber that looks and feels like wool. It is strong, warm and lasts longer than natural wool. It doesn't shrink and it resistant to moth. That is why it doesn't get eaten away. And because of these properties, it is mainly used as a substitute to the wool. It is used for making sweaters, shawls, blankets. It is also used in making carpets and sports wear. Now we will see the few characteristics of synthetic fiber. First of all, strength. Synthetic fibers are stronger than natural fibers. So first characteristics we will see about the strength. So synthetic fibers are stronger than natural fibers. For example, the ropes used for rock climbing and trekking need to be very strong. So they are made up of nylon rather than cotton or jute, because the nylon is stronger than the cotton or jute. That is why the ropes used for rock climbing are made up of nylon. So next is lightweight. The synthetic fibers are very lightweight or lighter than natural fibers. So synthetic fibers are lighter than natural fibers. So when you compare the weights of two similar pieces of clothes, one is made from cotton and another is made from nylon or polyester, then you can see that the nylon or polyester, these will be lighter than the natural fiber. So we can test it by comparing the weights of two similar pieces of clothes, and we will found that the synthetic fibers are lighter than the natural fibers. So water resistance. Water resistant means synthetic fibers have lower affinity for water as compared to natural fiber. Because of this reason, the synthetic fibers are very easy to wash and quick to dry. Next is wrinkle resistance. So most synthetic fibers do not get creased easily. This makes their maintenance easy and convenient. And next is our resistance to moths. Synthetic fibers are not attacked by moths, unlike natural fibers like silk and wool. So that is why, because of this reason, they last much longer. Along with this, synthetic fibers do not shrink on washing for the first time. So these are the characteristics of synthetic fibers, like they are more stronger than natural fibers, they are lighter than natural fibers, they have lower affinity for water as compared to natural fibers, they do get creased easily, so that it is easy for their maintenance and convenient. So synthetic fibers do not get attacked by moths, unlike natural fibers like silk and wool. So synthetic fibers do not shrink on washing for the first time. So along with this, the synthetic fibers also has some disadvantages. So there are disadvantages also for the synthetic fibers. So now we will discuss what are the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. So clothes made from synthetic fibers have extremely small pores which do not allow the sweat and air to pass through. So because of this reason, clothes feel very hot and uncomfortable. So synthetic clothes, they are very hot and uncomfortable in the summer. On the contrary, cotton clothes have larger pores which allow the sweat to evaporate and air to pass through them. So cotton clothes are much more comfortable to wear in summer than the synthetic fibers. And then synthetic fibers, they catch fire very easily, hence it is advised not to wear such type of clothes when working near the fire, because they can catch the fire very easily. So in case of an accident fire, these fibers will melt and stick to the skin, causing severe burns. So these are few advantages that in summer season they are very uncomfortable to wear. Cotton clothes give much more comfortable in comparison to synthetic fibers, and synthetic fibers, they catch fire very easily. So that is why we should not wear the such type of clothes while working near the fire, otherwise it can cause severe burn and skin disease. So next class we will study about the plastic and types of plastic. Before that, please read in your book about the synthetic fibers, types of synthetic fiber, characteristics and its disadvantages.